Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
When used within the select statement, the where clause will determine which records you want to select from a specified table or tables. It does this by selecting records from a table where the values within a field you specify match a criteria you specify. Many times the criteria will be matching or equal to a field value. Note, however, that this will not necessarily be the case in all situations. You can also specify a criteria which looks for values within a field that are greater than or less than a specified value. You can also look for null values within a field. There are many ways to compare field values to specified criteria. No matter which criteria you specify, the criteria will always appear within the where clause when used in the select statement. You can examine the core SQL of the select statement with the where clause below. Note that the table name parameter is the name of a table from which you want to select the records. The field name parameter is the name of a field, and the criteria parameter is the value you want to find within the specified field. The braces are used to denote an area where a choice must be made, and the pipe symbol is used to separate the choices available in that area. So the core SQL of the select statement with a where clause is select all, or a listing of field names, from a table name, where a field name is compared to some criteria value. Now, as mentioned earlier in this lesson, this example shown on screen displays a where clause that is used to find records where a field is equal to a value specified. While this is a very common use of the where clause, it can also be used to find values that are not equal to a specified value in some respect as well. You can use the following comparison operators within the criteria to specify the comparison operation to perform on the criteria value specified within the where clause in SQL. So the equals operator is used to find values in a field that are equal to a value you specify. The inequality operator, or not equal to operator, is used to select values in a field that are not equal to a value you specify. Note that the symbol used can change depending on the version of SQL implemented within your RDBMS. The greater than operator is used to find values in a field greater than a value specified, and the less than operator is used to find values in a field less than a value specified. The greater than or equal to operator is used to find values in a field greater than or equal to a value specified, and the less than or equal to operator is used to find values in a field less than or equal to a value that is specified. The between operator is used to find values in a field including and between two values that are specified. So often this is an inclusive operator. Note that in some RDBMS implementations, this may be an exclusive operator that excludes the two values that are specified, and you should check your RDBMS implementation documentation to be sure which one is being used. The like operator is used to find values in a field that match a pattern that's specified, and the in operator is used to find values that match multiple values within a listing of values that you specify. The and operator is used to join multiple selection criteria together. It selects records that match all criteria joined by the and operator. The or operator is used to join multiple selection criteria together as well, but selects records that match either criteria joined together by the or operator. So if we take a moment, we can examine these operators in Access 2013. So here is the base table that we're going to use, and then we'll make some queries off of this information. So the first example shows an equality. Basically select all from base table where last name equals Jones. And if we view the result set, we can see it shown there. The next example is select all from base table where last name is not equal to Jones. And if we view that result set, we should see everyone but the Joneses. The next select statement says select all from base table where the ID value is greater than 5. And if we view that result set, we can see all the records that are greater than 5. The next example says select all from base table where the ID is less than 5. And once again, viewing the result set, we can see ID 1, 2, 3, and 4. The next example says select all from base table where ID is greater than or equal to 5. So here we can see ID 5, 6, 7, and 8, which have been entered into the table. The next example says select all from base table where ID is less than or equal to 5. So here we can see the ID of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The next example says select all from base table where ID between 4 and 6. In Access 2013, this is considered an inclusive between clause, so it will show 4 and 6 in addition to record 5 in the result set. The next example says select all from base table where last name like the pattern J anything, with the % being the wildcard character, which we'll look at in the next lesson. So when we execute this, we can see anyone whose last name starts with the letter J. The next example says select all from base table where the last name is in the list of Jones, White, and Smith, all enclosed in a listing inside of parentheses. So the result set should show us anyone whose last name is Jones, White, or Smith. The next example says select all from base table where last name is equal to Jones and also the first name is equal to David. So this should only select the David Jones record and no other Joneses or no other Davids. The last example says select all from base table where last name equals Jones or last name is equal to Doe. So here we should see anyone who is a Jones or a Doe in the result set. Now, the following hyperlinks display many uses of the where clause within the select statement for SQL Server 2012 and Access 2007, which still applies to Access 2013. While there is no specific official online documentation for the where clause within MySQL 5.7, a listing of expression syntax that can be included within a where statement for MySQL 5.7 is referenced in the hyperlink shown.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.